Hey YouTube, Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to my channel. Now, this video is going to be quite hard to make, and it's something I need to do, something I've been needing to do for a while. I need to be honest with myself, and I need to start talking more and to stop keeping things bottled up inside. And I'm not making this video to get views. I'm not making this video to get likes and comments and stuff. I'm just making this video because I need to make this video to move on from things, because a lot's happened for me over the past, I don't know, 4-5 months. It's going to be totally unedited, and if you're watching this video, then I obviously decided to post it, because at the moment, present Dragonheart is kind of thinking, should I or shouldn't I, but future Dragonheart might do it, so we'll just have to see how it goes. If you do stick for the duration and view the video, then all I can say is thank you so much for staying and watching. But anyway, I'll start off from the beginning, basically. Back in, well, for the last 18 months, I'd say, I've been working. I graduated in 2013, which was great. I had such a high from that, and then not long after that, I had to sign on. I had to sign on to the job centre, which is horrible. Me and my friend Tom, we both hit the award ceremony, and then like 2 weeks later, we're there at the job centre. It's like such a high to such a low. That was difficult, and I hated it. It was so degrading. Fortunately, I wasn't there long, and I found a job pretty quickly. That was a temporary job I was with the Welsh Government. It was an admin job with the Welsh Government. It was a temporary contract. Nothing spectacular to say apart from that. Money was pretty good, like I can say that. But it expired, and then I was unemployed for a while, for 8 months, and it was a nightmare 8 months. And YouTube became an important part of my life in that 8 months, among other things, because YouTube has been a great distraction for me. And then I was able to, in that 8 months, I volunteered, did some work experience, tried to improve myself and better myself, as you can imagine I would do. And then I ended up getting a job, which is the job I wanted. It was as a library assistant. I know you're gonna say, a library assistant, why? You can probably do better than that. Well, I love libraries. I have a passion for books and for libraries. A lot of you wouldn't know this, but I actually volunteered in a library nearly 2 years ago now, which was a great experience. And then I had my job in the library, which is great. And it was very fulfilling. I find it fulfilling because I can search up things and help customers. I can help people on the computers, whether it's just printing stuff out or photocopying, or whether it's actually doing a bit more than that and going that extra mile, which I often, or at least I hope I often do for them. To interact with the public and to also be respected among people you work with and stuff is great. I found the job very fulfilling, and the job was for 12 months. It's fixed term. Unfortunately, with libraries, they have suffered great cutbacks over the past few years. Rhondda and Taff Council, they had 28 libraries 3 years ago. They have 13 now. That's how much has been cut. People have actually lost their jobs. So I was under no illusions that I was on a fixed term contract. It's probably going to, the likelihood is that I won't be able to keep my job, and that is in fact what happened, unfortunately. Other people did, which were in a similar situation to me, unfortunately, and it was hard to take. At the time it was hard to take. I was told by some of my colleagues and stuff that it shouldn't have happened. I should have had something, but I don't want to go into the whole ins and outs of that, because that's just work related stuff and people's opinions in work and stuff, and it's not anything I want to go into in this video. There's other stuff I want to go into in this video. It's been a struggle, but that week I applied for another job. It was a casual library assistant in another local authority, and I got that one straight away. Had to wait a while to start, and I've been doing that, and that's what I've been doing since November. It's just been working as and when required, which is quite difficult because some days you wake up, you're not knowing where you're going to be. Then sometimes you know where you are for the next few weeks. Rex so can probably tell you this, because when he met up with me in Cardiff, I was having to deal with all sorts of phone calls and writing down dates where I was working that week and stuff. And sometimes it's very last minute stuff. It's not ideal, and I do need to find something better than this, which I am doing. I'd actually, to put some positivity into this first 5 minutes or so of this video, I do actually have an interview in a couple of weeks' time. So fingers crossed we'll get that. That'll be great if I could do that. But going back to the point that I'm trying to make here, I'm telling you the story basically. How can I put it? I struggled, with the supply work, with the casual work. It's difficult stuff. You're traveling great distances sometimes, from where you live to somewhere else, and sometimes it's last minute as well, or the day before, or whatever, and it's difficult. But it's library work. It's what I love doing. It's what I enjoy. I've been doing that for a while now, but it has been difficult. But it's been difficult for me lately as well, for other reasons as well. Christmas time. This is the part I'm not looking forward to. Christmas time, my grandfather passed away. He was 89, so I'm under no illusions. He lived to a good age. He had a lot wrong with him. He actually overcame cancer in his late 60s. He was diagnosed in his late 60s. He was bedridden for the last 20 years pretty much. He has been bedridden for the majority of it, at least anyway. He's disabled. He had a great life. He served in World War II. He was with the Royal Tank Regiment. It's been hard for me. It's been hard for me because how can I put it? My nan's still alive, but my other grandparents I never knew. My parents are still alive. I've never had to deal with the loss of somebody in my close family circle. So this is new territory for me. And I have found it extremely difficult to talk about. I have found it really difficult, not just to my family, to my partner, Panda Princess, to people in general. I have shut the world out pretty much, and that has been difficult for me, to shut the world out. And I shouldn't do it, but I have. And this is hopefully the first step, and well, I say the first step. I have felt a lot better the last few weeks, but what's been happening with me is that I've been staying awake late at night. I've been hardly sleeping. I've been watching people stream constantly. I've been watching TV. I've been playing games. I have just not slept. I have shut the world out. I have carried on as normal rather than facing facts, and that's been challenging for me. And it's mad. I'm going to try and end this video, when I do get to the end of this video, in some kind of positive light, because I don't want it to be all doom and gloom. And I'm amazed I got this far, to be honest, without breaking down, because even though I don't tend to cry, I didn't cry at the funeral. He passed away Christmas time, worst time of the year to pass away, in my opinion. You've got everybody else around you in the entire world practically really happy and looking forward to Christmas. I wanted it to be over with. I just could not. I don't know how I got through December, to be honest, too. And people watching this now probably weren't even aware of this. It's like, yeah, people have lives, things go on, and it's mad. I threw myself into YouTube. I jumped into bed with YouTube over the past few months. The day I found out he passed away, we saw an ambulance. I'm going to try and tell the story now. We saw the ambulance go past us. I was on the way home from work. We thought the worst, because it was going towards where my grandfather lives. We knew he had been unwell for a long time. We literally set 1 or 2 feet into the house. The phone goes off. It's my nan to say that he's been taken to hospital. So my mother goes up there to see him. I'm waiting frantically in the house. She then comes back a few hours later. By this point, it's 11 o'clock at night, I think it was, and then they're home for a few hours, and then my nan says, "Oh, you need to go back up there." So my mother went up there with my father. They had something just went off there. Thank you for that, whoever that was. My tablet, thank you tablet for ruining this emotional moment for me. Oh, I can't remember. It wasn't the story now. Oh my god. So we had to go up there. I didn't go up there. I stayed at home, but I didn't sleep. Well, as you can imagine, I didn't sleep at all, and that was difficult as well. And my parents got home. Well, my parents went up there again. Sorry, I lost track then. Come back, and then 5 o'clock in the morning, I was told that he passed away. I was awake, as you can imagine, all day, 48 hours practically. I think I was awake. I didn't sleep at all. So it was awful. And it was hard. It's been hard for me to come to terms with it. I think I'm better now, and this is where the positivity comes into the video now, because I've been dooming and glooming for 10 minutes, and I don't want this to be a total me just moaning about my life problems, because anybody can do that. I made this because I need to start talking to people closest to me a lot more, and the internet's a strange thing. I've started opening up more to Panda Princess because I shut her out completely, and you wouldn't think that. We've been together 7 years. We're engaged, and I just shut her out completely. Shut my parents out. Friends. I have friends? Who would have known? And it's been difficult. But the internet's a strange place, like I said, and I was talking to Elemental Huntress, because of this YouTube gaming thing. Like I said, I've been staying up watching streams, and I shouldn't really be staying up late watching streams, but some good's actually come out of it. I've made some, or at least I hope I've made some really cool met some cool people online, and some cool friends, hopefully, and I hope to do stuff with them in the future, as far as video making, streaming and stuff is concerned, because they're really cool people. One of them's Elemental Huntress. She's on my Discord server, and she's been on there quite a lot lately with Rexasaur and Jack and Panda Princess, Sister, and me. And Barry's been on there a few times. We've been talking about different things, different topics, having a bit of a joke, and that's been cool. But one day I was on there. I think Rex had to go somewhere, and it was just me and Huntress talking. I don't know why. I don't know what prompted me to, but I just started telling her about everything. Didn't tell her about everything, but I told her about my grandfather. I don't know why. I mean, Huntress is somebody who I've got a lot of respect for. I've known her, I don't know how long I've known her actually. Is it 2 months? 6 weeks? Something like that, I think. I'm not quite sure. Got to know her pretty well. She actually mods for me on my channel, so she must be pretty cool to be a mod. And I just started telling her everything. I just thought I can't keep this in much longer. I was just there talking to her, and it was the best thing I've done lately, because she just told me a little bit about her family. I told her a little bit about mine and what I've been going through, and she didn't really say anything that sort of twigged things for me. It just made sense, and it's like, I'm not alone. I'm not going through this alone. It happens. This is life. This is what it's like. And you get used to it, and whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And never before have I taken much notice of that saying, but I think I'm starting to believe that now, and just talking to her helped. And she's not the only person that's helped me. Snap Click Cat's helped me. We had a very long Twitter conversation last week before, I can't remember when it was. My mind's gone. By this point in the video, my mind's gone. But we recently had a conversation on Twitter, and it was great. I was getting to know her. I've been watching her streams for a while, and she's been helping me a lot with, well, not just her. I mean, I can't just single people out, really. There's been lots of people like Soybomb, Piratekin with his giveaways. People who I've generally enjoyed watching the streams, and I like big streamers with the big audiences, and one day, if I'm lucky, I don't know, it'd be nice if I could be in that situation. But I really enjoy the smaller channels who have a much tighter community, and that's what I've clung to for the past few weeks, few months even. And like, I've been watching Snap Click Cat quite a lot. She streams 6:30 her time, which is like 12:30 my time, I think. or 11:30. I'm not quite sure. But her streams are great. She's just having fun, great to talk to. And then we had this Twitter conversation. We just talk about things generally. I found out a little bit about her, found out a little bit about me, a bit of a trade-off. You know how these conversations go. But it was fun talking to her. And I just told her as well, what I told Huntress. I felt like I had to. It helped me again. It helped me tremendously. It just shows you what life can be like. You know, it's gonna sound daft, but I feel like I've made some friends. I hope I have. I really hope I have. Through YouTube gaming and streaming and this sort of community that we have right now. The fact I can talk to people like that, and it's always a bit of a concern when you do talk about personal things and stuff, especially online. You just don't know where it's going to end up and what people are going to say, etc. But the fact I was able to sort of trust them with that and not regret it, and they were able to trust me with information and hopefully not regret it, and it's just amazing. It helped me a lot. It's like, right, there's 2 people I've just spoken to now who, well, one spoken to, one, you know what I mean. And it's like, that's actually helped me a lot. They have no idea how much it's helped me, because it's put things into perspective a bit more. And you know, YouTube, this part of the reason why I've had to take a break from YouTube streaming for the past few days, because I love YouTube, as you can probably imagine. I wouldn't be making this video right now. It's a fantastic platform, and I've been doing this now 3 years. 3 years this March. And I've enjoyed pretty much everything on YouTube, but it has taken over my life a little bit of late, which, you know, if you can cut me some slack after telling you what I've had to sort of, you know, you'd understand why. But it can be a tremendous platform where you can make friends and stuff. So I've been more honest with myself now. I've been talking more. I've been opening up more. Hopefully this video will do the same. I'm hopeful. If I post it, I don't know if I'm going to post it yet. I'm just some random Welsh person just sitting in front of a camera talking for nonsense for 20 minutes. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of glad that I've been able to talk. See what you guys say in the comments if you do. And I appreciate anybody that, you know. Well, I'm actually going to say this. I think this would be a better way to end the video. If anybody is going through anything right now, talk to someone. If you're dealing with the loss of a family member, if you're going through bullying, if you're depressed, if you're down because your partner broke up with you, or because your pet's died, talk to someone. It does help. Just talk. They will talk to someone you trust. You know, they will lift your spirits. They'll make you feel better. That's what friends are for. So I think that's probably the best way to end this video. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody that's watched. I didn't cry. I came close on a couple of occasions halfway through. I'm quite happy I didn't cry. But this is probably the closest I've ever been to crying on YouTube right now. Yeah, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.